Introduction to Literature. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's literature lesson. Our topic today is Introduction to Literature. Literature is all around us. We find it in stories, poems, plays, songs, folktales, novels, and even some forms of everyday communication. Literature entertains, educates, informs, and helps us understand ourselves and the world around us. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define literature, understand the importance of literature, identify the major genres of literature, recognize the characteristics of literary works. Let's begin. What is literature? Literature refers to artistic and imaginative works expressed through language. It includes written and spoken works that tell stories, express emotions, share ideas, and reflect human experiences. In simple terms, literature is the art of using words creatively to communicate thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Examples of literature include novels, short stories, poems, plays, folktales, myths, legends. Literature helps us learn about different people, cultures, societies, and periods of history. Why do we study literature? Literature is important for many reasons. First, it entertains us. Stories, poems, and plays can make us laugh, cry, or feel excited. Second, literature educates us. Through literary works, we learn valuable lessons about life, culture, morality, and human behavior. Third, literature develops our language skills. Reading literary works improves vocabulary, grammar, speaking, and writing abilities. Fourth, literature encourages creativity and imagination. It allows readers to explore new ideas and different ways of thinking. Finally, literature helps us understand people and societies better by showing different experiences and perspectives. The major genres of literature. Literature is generally divided into three major genres. 1. Prose. Prose is written in ordinary language and sentences. It follows normal grammatical rules and is arranged in paragraphs. Examples of prose include novels, short stories, biographies, autobiographies. Examples of famous prose works include novels and short stories that tell stories about characters and events. 2. Poetry. Poetry is a form of literature that uses rhythm, imagery, and carefully chosen words to express ideas and emotions. Poems are often written in lines and stanzas. Examples of poetry include narrative poems, lyric poems, ballads, sonnets. Poetry often uses literary devices such as rhyme, metaphor, simile, and personification. 3. Drama. Drama is literature written to be performed before an audience. It is usually presented on a stage by actors and actresses. Examples of drama include tragedy, comedy, tragicomedy. Drama uses dialogue, action, and stage directions to tell a story. Importance of literature. Literature is the artistic expression of human thoughts, feelings, experiences, and imagination through language. It includes prose, poetry, drama, and oral literature. Literature is important because it entertains us through interesting stories, poems, and plays. It also educates us by teaching valuable lessons about life, honesty, courage, hard work, and responsibility. Literature helps preserve culture by passing traditions, beliefs, customs, and values from one generation to another. Through folktales, proverbs, myths, and legends, people learn about their cultural heritage. Another importance of literature is that it improves language skills. Reading literary works helps us develop our vocabulary, grammar, reading, writing, and speaking abilities. Literature also develops creativity and imagination. It allows readers to explore new ideas, places, and experiences. In addition, literature encourages critical thinking and helps us understand different people, societies, and perspectives. Characteristics of literature. Literature is the artistic expression of human thoughts, feelings, experiences, and imagination through language. Literary works have certain features that make them unique and meaningful. One characteristic of literature is creativity and imagination. Writers use their imagination to create stories, poems, characters, and events that capture the interest of readers. Another characteristic is artistic use of language. Literature often uses beautiful and expressive language, including figures of speech such as similes, metaphors, and personification. Literature also reflects life and society. It presents human experiences, emotions, cultures, traditions, and social issues. Through literature, we learn about different people and communities. Another important characteristic is entertainment. Literature provides enjoyment through interesting stories, poems, dramas, and folk tales. Literature is also educative. It teaches moral lessons, values, and important life experiences that help readers understand the world better. In addition, literature often contains themes or messages. These themes may focus on love, friendship, courage, honesty, justice, hard work, and many other aspects of life. Finally, literature appeals to the emotions of readers. It can make us happy, sad, excited, thoughtful, or inspired. Elements of literature. Elements of literature are the basic parts that make up a literary work such as a story, novel, drama, or folktale. These elements help readers understand and enjoy literary works. One important element is plot. Plot is the sequence of events in a story. It shows what happens from the beginning, through the middle, to the end of the story. Another element is character. Characters are the people, animals, or beings that take part in a story. They help move the story forward through their actions and decisions. The third element is setting. Setting refers to the time and place where a story takes place. It tells us when and where the events occur. Another important element is theme. Theme is the central message, lesson, or main idea of a literary work. Themes often focus on topics such as love, friendship, courage, honesty, and hard work. We also have conflict. Conflict is the struggle or problem faced by the characters in a story. It creates tension and makes the story interesting. Another element is point of view. This refers to the position from which a story is told. A story may be told by a character in the story or by an outside narrator. Finally, there is style. Style is the unique way a writer uses language, words, and literary devices to express ideas. Today, we learned the meaning, genres, importance, characteristics, and elements of literature. In conclusion, literature helps us learn, think, and understand the world through stories, poems, dramas, and oral traditions.